Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the 42nd video of the Meats playlist. And we are doing something a little bit different on this one. This is Jack Link's Zero Sugar Beef Jerky. It's different because this is a product I've seen around me for years now that I never really paid too much attention to until I started looking at it today. And I thought, why is this so weird? And I was like, because I never really thought of beef jerky as a sugary product. And now I'm going to have to go back to some old bags and check what the sugar content is, because what is this about? I will tell you one thing right off the bat that I have noticed while looking at this package sitting here. The window, which we will be taking a closer look at over at the desk. The product seems to have an awful lot of shake. Small, broken up pieces. So then I was like, did they sell meat? Nope, the product is still dated 5 months out. So I don't know exactly what that's about, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing it firsthand in a minute. So this is Jack Link's Zero Sugar Beef Jerky Original. Do note, that brings up another point, that I've never seen a zero sugar anything else. There's no zero sugar teriyaki I've seen. This is the only one, but they felt a need to put original on there. Anyway, so let's take it to the desk and see what is going on here. Okay, so right out of the gate, let's address this. The package is 2.3 net weight ounces, 65 grams for those overseas. That is about 0.55 ounces less than a regular package of Jack Link's. All right, so it's a smaller amount at a higher price. This product was priced about $1 higher than the regular sugared jerky at my local ShopRite. It is in a hanger bag. It has two notches right there and a Ziploc which is not engaged. Not a big deal because this is a sealed seam until you make it otherwise. Fresh lock zipper is the type of Ziploc they're using. No artificial sweeteners, which should be somewhat obvious. Although I guess they could substitute in a... I don't even know what they'd use for that, so I'm not even going to comment on that part. Paleo friendly, because that's what I want in a beef jerky. And then everything else is sort of self-explanatory. That is the U.S. Inspected Agricultural Department over there. I don't know if you can see in there, besides the thing that I am not going to ingest, but the bits seem very, very small to me. And I guess we will see definitively as soon as I open this up. Sealed seams down the side and along the bottom. This window is going all the way through again. And here we go with this. It just looks like a whole bunch of really, really small bits. But from what's sticking to the window, it also looks like the moisture's fine in the product. So I'm not quite sure why it's breaking apart like that. As you can see, it is Best By June 19th, 2023. So we're good on that aspect. It's not out of date or anything like that. You have their little right up there if you really want to pause for that. You have their quick nutritional information. And then if you want to pause for the regular nutritional information, they are saying 2.5 servings per container, about 2.5 servings. They can't just do, like, for this, why don't you just do 2.5 ounces? Why not, for the larger regular size bag, just do around 3 ounces? Why is it always 0.15 to 0.20 less? Like, why can't we just even that out? Center column there is per serving, and the one to the right, where I suppose maybe No, that would still be your right. I'm sorry. My right, your right. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. That is per container. Then you have ingredients. Contains soy. It is made by Link Snacks Incorporated of Minneong, Wisconsin. They have their social media, their satisfaction guarantee. After opening, refrigerate or use within 3 days. That's pretty standard for Jack Links. The Fresh Lock is the zipper, as I said, packaged in the USA. There we go. Let's get an American flag. It's packaged in the USA. Okay, where's it made though? And then barcode. So we're going to open this up. And we're going to dump some out. Okay, there are some larger bits in there. And it's almost glistening, so I'm not quite sure what that's about. But then you have this. Let me try to get that a little bit farther down there for you. Like, there's a lot of this. But then you have some pieces like this, and then you have this piece of bacon that they worked in here. Fat-free bacon comes in the package. And it's just sort of a weird mixture of, like, the mix of cut here is like, what is going on? It's like a kayak product. All over the place. Anyway, we're going to take it back up to see what I think. And here we are. Well, I'll tell you what. It smells really good. It smells like their original. It seems stronger in smell. And I have half of it dumped out here, so it's not like... It smells all right. You know, this is one of those things, without going back and checking a regular package, and I don't have any, I don't save stuff that I see in stores around me. I don't know what the sugar content is for beef jerky. I have no idea. I never even really thought about it being a sugared product. It just doesn't, you know what I mean? So, that they're promoting this, and it is a significant change on the bag. All this silver in the center. I mean, is this a thing with guys that, let's say, are diabetic? I do not know. But there's got to be some section of the market that Jack Links thinks they can grab hold of. So, maybe. I'm going to try this stuff, though. Okay, it's not as easy a chew as the regular beef jerky. It seems a little bit drier. There is a taste difference. It's actually okay. I'm not going to try to tell you it's the best beef jerky I ever had. It's not. But considering I am guessing, at least, that's a major recipe change, not having sugar, they've gotten it pretty close to their original. It's not bad. I'm gonna finish this bag. It is drier. I'm guessing that's why there's more shake in it. And that all has to do with how the package has been handled through shipping, etc. and so forth. So, I wouldn't hold that against it. It's a bit of a chew because of it being drier. And when I say drier, in respect to other Jack Link products. Okay, it's not drier than Mingy or anything like that. It's a tougher chew to the point, though, that having smaller bits is not a bad thing necessarily. I don't know. Look, it's got an inflated price. As I said, it was about $1 around me more than the regular Jack Link's bag that was right next to it. Now, to me, outside of review here, is it worth the extra? No, you're getting a small amount less. I mean, it's not a lot, but when you're only dealing with a total of like just under 3 ounces, that is a significant amount. Is it worth it to me, flavor-wise? No, it's not. But if sugar in beef jerky products is a thing and that is an issue for you, whether diabetes or whatever, then if this eliminates that problem for you, you may want to give this a try. There's nothing per se wrong with the product. I don't find it as good as their regular original, but that said, they have gotten pretty darn close, like real close. All right. So this has been my review of Jack Link's Zero Sugar Beef Jerky. It's not my thing, but it doesn't need to be my thing either. If you have some issue with sugar content in jerky, I don't know if that's a thing or not itself, but if that is, and you have issue, but you remember how much you used to like beef jerky, you may want to check this out. And if it's an extra $1 compared to the regular bags, it might be an extra $1 that's worth it to you. Anyway, I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do thank you for watching. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.